He changed the game. The most unique thing about him was that he came from dirt poor poverty in Brazil. He was a 5'8" fire hydrant. He was stocky, he was fast, he was athletic. He reinvented the game of football. His skill level was years ahead of anybody. We just came through the World Cup and we watched the brilliance of Kai Mbappe from France and what he did in the World Cup championship game. He's the modern day version of what was Diego Maradona. Maradona was the next version of the greatness of Pele. 650 career goals for Pele, 95 World Cup goals for Pele. He went to the NASL in the 70s into the 80s as part of the grassroots growth of outdoor soccer here in the States. And he was age 34, played a couple years in New York Cosmos. He scored 35 goals at age 34 in the North American Soccer League. So they are mourning. He was a superstar in Brazil. He became a hero, and then he became an ambassador to the sport. And he became a phenomenal fundraiser for global hunger. I mean, what a unique man. He passes away at the age of 82. There'll never be another guy like him. And I don't care what the modern superstar does, but what this guy did for decades upon decades, and he drove Brazil to 3 World Cup championships in a course of 16 years, which is spectacular. One story I saw, there's a video clip of him circulating. This was a young Pele, and this is where he first became known as a skilled player. He's playing in a first division game for Sao Paulo, Brazil. And he's coming down the left wing, and there's a defender out front of him, big rangy defender. Pele gets the ball on the tip of his foot, flicks it in the air over the head of the defender, runs around the defender, gets the rebound, and walks in and scores. Just an absolute marvel at the mechanics of moving the ball, etc. So they're mourning in Brazil. He will never, ever see that again.
Yeah, and it's a sad day. I mean, for both these legends that passed. But to talk about Pele, as American soccer fans, we're still 3 or 4 decades behind the rest of the world in following the sport. And I remember as a young child hearing about Pele. He was really the only international superstar in the sport. And I really knew nothing else beyond soccer, and other than he played for the Cosmos. But now, as we're becoming more educated about this world game, we now understand the true greatness of Pele, and we can really see him in perspective. He's like, the equivalent of the Michael Jordans of the world, these athletic specimens and quality individuals that have made an impact all around the world.
His style, his athleticism made it the beautiful game. And like I said, I had emailed with an international journalist in Brazil last week, and he told me that Pele willed himself in a hospice to stay alive till the World Cup was over. It was absolutely
really
amazing.
Wow.
And they did a Zoom when he was in his hospital bed, and he was able to talk, and he was set up on all these monitors and all that, and he stayed alive. And he talked to the players at the World Cup in Qatar about the responsibility of being a superstar,
really,
in the world of football. Phenomenal awesome story.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,